Welcome back to Legend of Mana. Alright, but now it's time to actually deal with some of the remaining side quests. This is not completely the end of them, I think. We're doing actually 3 in this episode. For the first one, you need to do a specific action in this sense. You are supposed to. It's relatively simple though. You're supposed to not have a pet when entering one area. Essentially, what you need to do now, if you have the pet at this point, you can just, dump him in the barn. And if you go into the desert now without a pet, you'll just trigger this new side quest. Now the question is, if I progress normally with the game, would it be logical for me to have a pet at this point of the game? Yes and no. Depends if you had an interesting pet to begin with. A lot of players actually don't really care about the pet system, so we come across this quest actually naturally.
The thing is that there's also a quest that requires you to have a pet.
Yeah, but it's not required for anything else, so it still encourages experimentation. And also on the plus side, this quest is pretty forgettable.
I guess
not tied to anything, so it's just a thing that happens. For context, Dweebs will be the character who's involved in this quest.
Anyway, I guess my qualm with this kind of quest is like, okay, look, encouraging experiment.
Mena is not happy that we don't have a pet.
Mena's not amused.
Good timing, Mena. Who the heck?
Go ahead, no. Hey, crybaby, you aren't real sagging.
Ow, they hit me!
What's a fish doing out in the desert?
Yeah. Tickle can't do anything. Whatever that means.
But fine! You know what I'll do now?
What?
I'm gonna go and beat Kima.
With blackjack and hookers? Go ahead, Joe, as well.
Huh? You're gonna beat Kima?
That's right.
That's right.
I'm gonna crumple him up and shred him into pieces.
Ha ha ha! We'll be looking forward to seeing you all shredded up.
Desert fish sushi, yummy yummy.
I shall put my foot in my mouth this time.
You don't have feet.
Actually, he does have a feet.
It's a way of expression too.
They look more like fins.
Well, those are still a form of
And
feet.
here I am. Go ahead, Boobs.
Bibs?
I gotta get going. There's no time. My target's Kima. I can't possibly beat him alone. Actually, you look strong enough to beat him. Do me a favor and beat Kima with me.
Could you beat this guy for me? Okay, thanks.
Well, okay.
In this case, he's
To be
actually
fair-
cooperating.
To be fair, he's asking us to beat him with him as opposed to for him.
Here's the problem, Jova. This pet, because it's counted as pet,
What?
sucks.
Wait, he's counted as a pet?
Pet, yes.
What sense does that make?
Because you can actually get this type of monster as a pet on your own. If you,
So you're saying that we
get the
can?
best egg.
So you're saying that we can own sentient beings who can talk?
Yes.
This is
Jova, it's the darkest secret of Pokemon all over.
Oh god. So you're telling me that Pokemon all this time could talk? They just don't, so that us humans wouldn't feel like we're enslaving beings?
We are the real monsters, Jova, don't you know?
Pikachu, why didn't you get into your Pokeball? It's because I always wanted to be with you. And Q Theater's going WTF at that.
Yeah, it's not Pikachu's. Here's the... synopsis of the quest. There's a monster that's causing tremors in the entire desert. We just need to dispatch him. Simple as that.
Anyway.
But yeah, there's the thing.
Is this Attack of the Mutant Penguins now?
Those are
Actually,
guts.
no, it's more close to tremors.
Alright, because we can actually kill the ones that wear hats in this one.
Anyway, here's the thing. These helper that you get that counts as a pet in your inventory, although he has a name and everything, sucks because he has very low stats.
Because he's a pet, they don't often have as big stats as actual allies.
Surprisingly, no. You can potentially get good good useful pets. I'm just stuck with Darkstar the Rabbi because the game is relatively easy on his own. But if you're doing the hard mode, obviously you're gonna need all the help that you can.
Anyway, my calm with a side quest like this is like, okay, you know, I go experimentation, you know, that often encourages, you know, doing more, adding on more. Although, then all of a sudden having a side quest that asks that you do less or have less in order to even access it, that's a little backwards thinking. I'm never really fond of quests that, you know, okay, look, I can get having to sacrifice stuff if you know it's to get the quest, but in order for it to even show up, you have to have less. That's just backwards thinking, unless it's a quest closer to the start of the game. Is this a quest closer to the start of the game or near the end game?
Define style of no, it's actually it's tied. You can obtain it near the end of the game. It's well, that's the thing, Drove. Again, it's standalone. It doesn't go any. It's self-contained, and it has very simple themes. So even if you miss it, you're not missing much. The only thing original that has is it's a boss with an original, you know, sprite. Just watch. Yeah, you take your sweet time.
It's a plant?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a worm plant. And this boss is annoying. Why? Because it you can sound like this, but sometimes it repels you and then it teleports through the arena all the time. So it's not a matter of the fact that it gives you damage, it's more the fact that it takes time to kill it.
Right. Anyway.
Go ahead, Jova, might as well, since it's gonna take a while.
I mean, whether or not this is standalone or I'm not missing much, again, speaking as some guy who likes to get the most content he can out of a game whatsoever, look, again, if this were consistent with other quests, maybe I wouldn't begrudge it as much, but again, this is a case of the game being too random for its own good. Don't encourage me to explore, expand on them more, and then have a side quest out of nowhere that says, oh, sorry, if you have too much, you can't even know about this quest. Like, how are you even supposed to know that by entering a certain location without a pet, you'll trigger a side quest? Like, I mean, again, look, I don't want to complain, but that's not really good game design. That's not good game.
Outside of the lack of a pet, sorry.
In my opinion, that's just not good game design. All right.
Outside of the lack of a pet, the game actually, for pretty much a couple of the story arcs, actually asks you to go in the desert. So really, the only cryptic thing is actually not having the pet on your own.
And that's my main issue. Wait, hold on. Is this the same desert we've been to before?
Yeah.
Huh. But sometimes
And
it's hard.
now I'm
That's
getting
an,
the vow.
I guess
It's
maybe.
just a different. It doesn't mean even an area, Jova. Think of it like Skyward Swords that makes you go through different areas of the same zones.
I guess that's more so my own fault. I guess I don't know. Something about these areas doesn't seem as memorable to the point where I feel like, oh, it's just a similar looking area. But yeah, okay, that one's probably more on me. But again, though, still the whole what the heck. Oh.
Again, Jova, this boss teleports and repels you all the time, so it's annoying to get through.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, I get it. You know, the sole problem with this quest is the crypticness, but again, that's another problem. Again, this game does cryptic stuff possibly worse. Yeah, worse than the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies. Like, don't get me wrong, they had plenty of cryptic stuff, but again, still, what helped was that there was a main narrative, so you at least had a better idea of separating what was main and necessary and what was side and not as necessary, so you knew that, you know, okay, you need to be more experimental in some cases here and here. Again, this is...
Oh, sorry, finish, go ahead.
Again, for comparison's sake, this seems like it's trying to go for a Majora's Mask thing, where, yes, there is a good main quest, but the thing that people remember the most are the side quests. But even with that, though, because, well, let's be quite honest, side questing seems to take up a lot of this game. The problem is that, like, well, with that, again, that's the problem with making some of these side quests hard to get. You kind of block people off from getting lore and whatnot. Whereas with Majora's Mask, when you got a quest, the tough part was finding out how to solve it, as opposed to even getting the quest in the first place.
But yeah, Jova, you mentioned cryptiness. Remember, there is actually a side quest in Final Fantasy IX that has been discovered only very recently.
I know, right? Like, seriously, the more I hear about the game, the more I'm wondering about maybe even holding back my playthrough of it more just to see if there's more secrets we haven't found out yet.
Nah, even if it's in case Joe, I will just show
That
it.
said, though, I'm sorry to say
Special
I will
parts.
not be doing an Excalibur run. That would sacrifice way too much story and
Excalibur
content.
2.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to become a fighter just like you.
Thanks, Pisha.
Thanks for all the fish. I'm not gonna try to become a hero. I will become one.
A fish trying to be a hero. Sorry, kiddo. Undyne's got you beat there.
Can I have a Kima drop? I think looking at them will give me courage.
If you say no, you just keep something like special material as loot, but I don't really need it.
I'm sorry, what was that, Shiroi?
This is before that game, though.
Yeah, again, though, she probably got him beat even all those years later.
Yep.
No, because you show me what real courage is.
Yeah, power of friendship, blah blah blah.
Well, that happened.
The wimpy fugling.
Oh well.
Did we ever meet these people again?
Nope. Again, Java, this was completely self-contained. Again, if you ask me, this is one of the most forgettable of the side quests.
That's not really an excuse, though, to make it cryptic, though. I mean, they should be trying to make these quests memorable to, you know, well,
I understand the whole completionism problem in this case. Honestly, the way I see it is for a game like this is that the fact that there's something that anyone can enjoy, and in turn, this can appeal to practically anyone potentially.
You were about to say something, Pedro?
I can say that the character design is excellent. There's a
Well,
lot of variety in various differences.
Unless apparently you have eyesight problems.
Well, yeah.
That's again a problem with the art style, but I mean, again,
Please everybody too.
yeah. I mean, I guess, I can see where you're coming from, too. It's just, I think that a game should strive to make all its content at least, you know, more accessible and enjoyable overall. I mean, yes, you can make it well hidden and all, but
Hold on, Rob. I'm about to actually answer to Little Cactus. Go ahead, Dweebs.
Sandstorm!
Oh, no.
I knew you'd do that.
Oh, I didn't know you could zoom in using Movie Maker.
I would prefer Sony Vegas for this type of editing. I'm truly sorry. I will be more creative using that.
Oh, I know.
I've tried to use a demo of Sony Vegas, I just couldn't.
Sony
That's the
Vegas
thing,
is definitely
it
better.
It requires a lot of attention from you to use all these tools. But if you're creative enough and has enough patience, you can do some nifty stuff.
Oh, yes,
Anyway,
absolutely. My only issue with Sony Vegas is the rendering time.
Another friend of my master's life. Drunk gamer and fought it and beat it. More fights and victories for my master to tell me about.
Yeah. Anyway, I get where you're coming from, too. It's just, I'm of the mindset that, you know, content should be equally fun or verifiable. That's why, again, stuff like just getting a postcard as a reward for 100% completion. I don't care how fun the journey was. Give me something better than that. Oh, yeah, poor Johnny. Again,
Anyway,
I hate to bring it up again, but again, Mario Odyssey, it's like each power
time
move.
to
Oh, go
actually,
on.
Java, time to actually see what is up with Bud, I think.
So why didn't we talk to him while he was inside?
Actually, surprisingly, no. Actually, no. Sorry, this is reserved for the the next part, because now, oh no, we're actually doing this side quest.
Uh-oh.
If you thought
what?
that the Fairy Story arc Jova was with annoying people and despicable people, I mean, you're about to meet a truly sociopathic character.
That we're supposed to like and relate with?
I think so.
Oh, goody.
I will, guys, let you be the judge of that, but let me just say that I do not really like the moral that we're going in the story, because it's time to expand upon the family of the people who live in the house of Dwelle and Tipo. So essentially, the Scarab father, I forgot what it's called, the Fairy Mother, and their little daughter, the PC.
Oh my god, I forgot about these people.
Mostly because they're mostly for the beginning to interact with. They give you tutorial stuff, but their main particular quest only gets unlocked later on.
That's.
But anyway,
Oh god.
but you don't really need any particular requirement. Just having beat specific side quests. The dilemma of this quest is really simple. The daughter is really, really not liking the fact that her parents are really clingy to her in a sense that, despite giving her all the commodities that she may need, they're really too close, and she wants her personal space and everything. But their parents are so, in a sense, blind or deaf. We do not hear essentially her problems.
Yeah, her dad kind of laughs maniacally, from what I've
Yeah.
seen. Also,
Uh,
wait, let me get this straight. So she's basically a crossbreed child between a fairy and a beetle warrior.
Yes.
Huh.
There you
Oh,
go.
that
Now we need to talk
good-for-nothing
to.
husband. Every
Yeah.
single minute of the day, he's with her.
But yeah, the mother actually understands the problem, but cannot do anything because she's one of those type of wives.
I told him to cut it out. It's looking disgusting, how? But Auntie does so much with your clothes. A very good taste. Auntie thinks you're the best. Auntie speaks in the third person. Why does she call herself
thank you.
Auntie?
I don't know. She calls it with in terms to us, Jova. It's a term that sometimes some moms actually tells to the friends of their children. It says, "Oh, Auntie Hilda" or something.
Okay.
Again, the
Well,
gist of it
crud,
is
I
that
think the daughter ran away.
yeah, the parents are not finding her.
Not just that, but this character is always shaking. Like seriously, when he's walking, forward, up and forward, like it looks like he's shaking his ass while he walks.
He's a beetle, I guess. That's how it
Yeah, that's his
looks.
pair of wings. But apparently, Tipo, because remember, Tipo also lives in the house, mentioned something about a rocket shit. But here's the thing: where do we know that magic is being used for rocket similar to rocket activities?
Oh no.
Well, it doesn't involve my fiance, if you want to ask, but it's precisely where we need to go. But apparently, we also find a note.
Boobs, I think
go
you're the
ahead,
beetle
Pete.
guy.
Whatever, I don't remember. Essentially,
Whatever.
she said that she ran away, but
Of course, I'll worry about her.
yeah.
What should I do? What should I do? Should I do this or should I do that? Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
And the title of the side quest is just Rachel.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
Okay.
Cue the Rachel theme from Final Fantasy.
So that's a precise. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Weaves.
I think he's bird.
Whatever. I'm a magical creature made in Gia, and they wanted to redesign me. She's not the type to talk about and sort of things. But you
Give us all-
understand, right?
The game is over. They still want to do a redesign. Come on.
One more thing. That girl absolutely hates her dad. Just between you and me. She's gonna kill him.
What?
We gotta stop her fast.
No,
Do
this is-
something.
Why
Bro,
do
this
you
is
launch
quick-
this on
quickly.
me just out of nowhere? Is this how you have all
just-
casual talks with your customers?
Well, that's the thing, Job. Despite being probably the friendliest town at all in Domina, Domina got some weird shit with the whole pumpkin thing that supposedly generated a doppelganger of me.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude! This chick is gonna kill her dad. Quick, go stop her.
Yeah.
Nah.
Alright, time to see what she may have done. Go ahead, Jova.
Anyway, just to wrap up what I was saying earlier, I just think that side quest should have had more to it if it's going to be that cryptic.
If you ask me, Jova, I honestly think that could have been cut from the game entirely.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Either cut it or make something substantial out of it.
Alright, however, Geo is a big city, so we're gonna have to know where to search, but
I'm
to be
pretty
fair,
sure
there are only
she's-
the students around, so the academy itself may be a good place to start.
Maybe she's hiding in the palace.
Well, let's see. Flames, go ahead, might as well, because they already have the same accent, but only in case the dialogue stacks. I'm using it because you have to be here on a specific day. Thankfully, you can use the inn to actually let you skip the day automatically
Of
until you get
course.
to the day that you need.
Mole Avenue.
Remember,
Yes.
Jova, all the days are named after the classical folklore elements. So Salamander, Undine, Sylph, Gnome, and so forth. Remember,
Oh.
also, depending on the day, the lessons actually change in the
Ah!
which we haven't visited yet. What
What the
fuck?
heck? Did somebody
Where?
just cast a Vada Kedavra? Is he
I
dead?
think so.
They're alive.
Methinks someone is eating something.
What about the mummy girl? Oh, good.
I'm gonna try to talk.
Forgot who's
Apparently she
voicing.
doesn't know anything.
Who's voicing the mummy girl, Professor?
We talked over her first appearance, so we didn't have to. But apparently, no one knows everything, but a magical explosion happens.
Why were those two not talking, but everyone else was? Something's wrong.
Clearly. Oh well, maybe it was just
Also, this
nothing.
music,
But at least the music's
Yes.
still cuddly and whimsy.
yeah, this music reeks of King's Quest.
It's
Well,
cute.
it reflects the idea of Geo being this big city where opportunities may arise on at every corner. It's gonna become more apparent, especially when it's gonna be involved in the Juvie story
Whoa,
arc.
oh, I guess you
Well,
jump cut.
apparently Rachel is back.
Rachel, come back home. Say, sweetie cakes, if it's magic you're interested in, that'll trade in this Tipo for the new Model 2.
What time are you guys at? I might be a bit ahead.
2048.
I'm at 2051, 52.
Pause
55.
for one
Hold on a
second.
second.
Okay.
Anyway, Shiri, for context, you're gonna be Rachel, might as well.
Okay. She's just Model 1, so perhaps there are defects in personality.
Oh no, we got a Xehanort case on our hands here. Where are the replicas? Come on, show
I was
'em.
gonna say someone else, but that would be a spoiler.
Again, Jova! Game that influenced Kingdom Hearts a lot.
Yes.
Rachel, are you adding something?
So it's all your fault.
Wait, so you're saying that I somehow went back in time and made this happen, and that's what caused Kingdom Hearts to be
Actually,
real?
no, Jova. Well, I don't know Jova, honestly. But here's the thing. Rachel is clearly acting weird.
Yeah.
Rachel's back now, but she's getting along so well with Mark. I wonder if she's trying to catch him off guard and finish him off.
Catch him off guard and finish him off. I love how they wrote the accent into it.
Yeah.
Just
It's
like the
probably one
Scots
game
do.
where the accent actually is like, can you imagine like a dub made by the monolith British team?
Yes. Say, even though Rachel came back, my husband is acting strange. He says that girl isn't our Rachel. And now he says that whenever he closes his eyes, a strange blue jelly talks to him.
Hmm.
I can't believe it. How on earth did I end up with a man like him? Oh!
He's been turned into jelly.
Okay, now apparently the husband is
So
acting
that's
strange too.
people.
Wait a minute, why is she blaming him for this, though?
You know, honey bunny, Daddy's so glad that you've cheered up.
This is weird.
But let me ask one thing. Are you really my Rachel?
No, you're supposed to ask a trick question. You have no idea what you're doing. You name me Rachel.
That's a weird way to answer the question, but
I will be Rachel as long as you call me by that name.
Okay, that pretty much answered my question. Who are you and where'd you begin with Rachel?
My real name's Jane.
Jane Doe.
Richard Rowe, yeah.
That's a strange way to put it.
No.
To say the fucking least, dude.
I just can't help thinking that you're not a. Nah, you think, you dipshit?
Power of beer, ladies and gentlemen.
I am your daughter, the daughter of all living, and your daughter is Rachel.
There's no Rachel, only Zool.
Okay.
It's okay. It's time to kill her, burn her to the stake.
Am I wrong? Yes, very much.
Well, it's not that you're wrong or any.
He has
Hold
to think
on.
about this. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. I want to tell you something, but promise not to laugh, okay?
Maybe he's onto something.
Ha 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 ha.
Where is this going? Oh, so today I don't have to laugh? Okay.
Is she a
Hmm.
robot?
Or an actor.
Reminder again, the original Rachel was way more uplifting and had no fear in expressing what she wanted to say.
It's been happening
True.
every single night. A blue jiggly thing in my dream calls itself Rachel.
What?
Oh.
So I asked, then who the heck is the Rachel in our house? And then it says, "Oh, that's a green wiggly." Every night it's the same. What on earth could it mean?
I love how his wife is just there standing idly while this is
What
all
on
going
earth
on.
could it mean?
That must be a
Hello?
telepathic message from Rachel.
What?
A telepathic message.
So what, is
Get the
Rachel like
shit out of our
split into
fantasy
two
game.
beings?
Rachel appears as a blue jiggle whenever she uses her telepathy.
Because that.
Of course.
Are we in
my-
X-Men now?
Yeah.
And I am a green wiggly. This is really weird.
I'm clearly too
Oh.
Here we go.
We traded bodies at the Academy of Magic.
So, body
Oh,
swapping.
okay.
So I guess the Rachel we
Wait. You're telling me.
is at the Academy of Magic.
You're telling
So,
me that
yeah,
I fell for the
body
Disney
swap.
cliche of the Switch twins.
Oh my!
So they done fucked up in class. This is what this
So
amounts
I
to.
knew you weren't. What's the name of that, Jova? What's the name of that Lindsay Lohan movie?
Freaky
where
Friday.
Yeah,
No,
Freaky
no,
Friday.
not that's the one with her mom. I'm talking about the one where she was still young and she played two twin girls.
Oh, the one where... Okay, I get the Parents Trap.
That's it.
Man.
So you're telling me that I fell for the parents trap? God.
There's the thing, here it's a literal body snatching, not just a twin exchange.
You don't even know who your own daughter really is. This is your
Yeah.
problem.
Well, crud.
God lives.
Mark, I heard the whole thing.
Oh,
You
hi,
need to
Mark.
get out of your. You need to get out of this fantasy RPG with that mundane name as well.
Tipo.
You don't understand Rachel's feelings at all.
Wait, is
Well,
Rachel...
excuse me. Maybe if
I
she
can't
wasn't.
stand it anymore. I'm gonna spill it all.
I'm actually Rachel!
Listen up, you.
Again with the pumpkins.
Huh?
Rachel bought this here gunpowder with the brass she earned at her job.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
What does
you
that have
leak.
to do with this?
What?
Rachel made me a bomb to blow the house to bits, Mark, and you with it.
So
I-
Rachel is kind of a psychopath.
I thought I could kill myself if it was best for her. Even as we speak, she's completing her final research at the Bladen Academy.
that's
so
escalated
let me get this
quickly.
straight. This teapot kettle has been suicidal?
Rachel wanted to kill me?
Okay, Rachel, there's always a good solution. No, not our Rachel. How could you do such a thing? And you, how could you let yourself be made into a...
Rachel. So she hated.
I think...
A star
maybe
map
she
with
hates you.
three-dimensional directional indicators, zero gravity controls.
Zero gravity.
Looks more like a space rocket than a bomb.
She
I-
converted Tipo into a space rocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just entered into a completely different game. I don't know what happened.
Wait.
Maybe the writer took
Oh, yeah.
over, but
Rachel said she wanted to go to outer space and become a star.
I'm sorry, what happened to the whole blowing her parents thing up? What, did she change her minds midway or something?
Actually, it's Tipo who misinterprets things big time. If you pay attention, it's...
this was probably a side quest that was left
Wait,
over from
there'd
one
be
of
no
the
evidence?
yes, one Final Fantasies, and it somehow ended up here.
Wait, don't you remember? When Rachel was little, you said, I want to build a rocket and go play in outer space.
You're not Sid.
Major?
Go ahead, Pedro.
Oh, sorry.
I
Okay.
don't believe it! Sometimes you can be so,
I can't believe.
You're the one who said you wanted Rachel to laugh. So you concluded she didn't like you. Lady,
88 miles per hour.
You know,
why,
Terry, we-
why didn't you understand her?
credit the
Okay, lady. Look, I get it, you know. Your husband doesn't realize stuff, but
Oh, there you go.
lady...
Now the real Rachel starts talking.
What?
What? Rachel? Dun, dun, dun,
It's a red
dun,
text,
dun,
so I'll
dun.
let Dweebs replace your image.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes and think about what like this.
Yes.
Oh yes, I can see the blue jiggly.
This is.
Weird, yeah.
Is that you, Rachel?
It's strange to say so after all this, but yes, I am Rachel.
How do we know, for real?
Yeah. Are you?
you guys
I
there?
don't even, I
Yes,
don't even
please,
know.
we can hear you.
Huh?
I don't even know anymore.
I was always by your side, but you never noticed me.
What is
Oh,
going on?
I have always been here with you in spirit. I didn't.
No, she's referring
notice
from
you?
before.
All you could see was the daughter that you imagined.
I know. I was just joking.
Yeah, but I'm gonna sum it up after we're done with the quest because
We can finally communicate now that we're so far apart.
Oh god, she actually went into outer space, didn't she?
trust me, Trova, you will even know the hang of it.
She's on the moon.
Rachel, will you ever come back?
Not without a spacesuit.
There is no Rachel.
No,
Oh,
don't you?
I am the blue jiggly.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Blue Jiggly. I want to call you Rachel.
Oh,
I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
okay.
I'll sum it up after we're done because trust
This is a
me.
very weird
No
dream.
more.
What the hell?
No,
No,
okay,
I'm
I'm
just
not
standing here with my pet rabbit and say, what the
No
fuck
more.
is this
But
bad?"
someday,
clear-
when I
I'm-
become
I'm
my
clearly
real
s-
true self, then I'll come back, and then you can name me again.
This is
I'm
not
clearly-
Organization 13. You are not a nobody. Exit the
I'm
premises
clearly
right
drunk.
now and come back
I'm
to
not-
reality.
I must be drunk right now. That's the only explanation.
Yeah,
420 plays it.
there's literally no way somebody sober wrote this part.
No,
We're not over, Trova.
Okay, let's keep going.
this is giving Android Yamada run for its money in terms of
So,
weirdness.
Yes.
Yes.
Not you.
You know,
Not you.
what the heck just happened? Somebody better tell me!
Thank you.
You're everyone.
between needing a complete recap on Kingdom Hearts and now this, I don't think I can deal anymore.
Until the day you compete with the real Rachel, I will be... So what's even the point of a real Rachel at this point?
Hold on. And let's see what Tipo thinks.
It's all over me head. I couldn't cut back in on the blatant conversation.
It's Shiro, just watch the game trailer's timeline video. That one works.
Don't
just-
worry, Shuri will eventually be doing Kingdom Hearts anyway. Oh
no,
wait, you want to be
I'm
ready for Kingdom
replaying
Hearts 3.
I'm replaying the entire series.
Joyful.
Good
That
luck.
doesn't make you into whatever.
Going back to
Laser.
Kingdom Hearts 1
What's all
is
this
not
about
friendly.
Mod 2?
I have no idea what's going on.
Thank
and
you.
I guess everything's okay. Lady, your daughter is off in
Family
space.
of the fucking year.
Your daughter's in space. You blamed this entire thing on your husband. Never mind the fact that your
Yeah,
husband
everything's
was
fine.
the only one.
No,
Hey, wait a
it's
minute.
not.
Wait a minute.
And it's over.
Sorry, Jova, I had to read that line.
In
I
case
know,
you
right?
need a recap, Mark was clearly not paying attention to Rachel's needs, despite the fact that he thought what she may have needed. So what Rachel did was go to the Geo Academy of Magic, ask a favor to the students there, and soul switch with apparently an eldritch being from outer space.
Of course.
So you're telling me
All
that
these to showcase to his parents that what they loved about her was just a mere imagination of her, not a real person.
that's terrible. I mean, look.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone in that, well, her parents are clueless, obviously, and Tipo is an idiot. But Rachel is so despicable in her supposed revenge.
Honestly, I don't even hate her parents that much, right, Mikko, except for her mother, who tries to blame everything on the father. I mean, you know what I mean? Okay.
Well, the father was also to blame of being very clueless and then pretending that he actually understands to be sad.
Well, here's the thing, though. Yes, we get it, he was overbearing and constantly sheltering, keeping her, protecting her. But here's the problem.
Anyway, hold on. Go ahead,
Rachel went
Liz.
to the Witch of Reincarnation and was turned into a blue jiggly. I wonder what kind of life the Green Wiggly was having, but am I the only one thinking about this?
There are too many things to think about. I'm sorry,
Cactus, you're
I
a
have-
cactus, so just leave that
Also,
be.
It just raises.
Yes.
Also, I'm sorry, but really though, look. The worst thing Mark did was be overbearing. But from what we're told, Rachel didn't even think to maybe try and yell or talk to him. Instead, no, she decides that, oh, I'm gonna screw you both and just go to outer space. Like, that's disproportionate retribution. Like, dude, he was trying to do what he thought was right for you. At the very least, tell him it's wrong. And not to mention the fact that he actually did realize that something was wrong with her eventually. Yeah, it took him a while, but to be fair, even we wouldn't have known that beforehand. Like, dude, really?
Yeah,
That just,
honestly,
ugh.
this family is beyond redemption.
Like, what was even the point of this story, really?
to showcase that Rachel was sick, but was sick of her family, but in reality, she was the most despicable of all, I guess.
I get the feeling that's not what the
Mirror,
writers
mirror on the
intended.
wall.
And
Who's the
the
most
tipo-
despicable one of all.
And the tipo is an idiot. In the next part, we actually discovers what's wrong with Bud, finally. And after that, it's all up to the Jumi story arc, finally getting to the meat and potato.
Goody.
All
See ya
right.
for that.
See ya.
See you, everybody.
So yeah.
So yeah.